Hello and welcome back to ROADTRIpVIA, the once-a-day road trip trivia quiz. Today's episode is day number 226 of the 365-day trivia road trip. Today's quiz was submitted by Trish and Tom. Now, they wrote one earlier in the week, and while most people liked it, some people thought it was a little dark. So Trish promised me that this one had a little bit less death. So have fun with that. Good luck on today's quiz. Question number 1. Number 92 is the heaviest naturally occurring metal element and has the highest atomic weight of the primordially occurring elements. Isotopes of what element, the most common of which are U-238 and U-235, have half-lives of 159,000 to 4.5 billion years. Maybe the U gave it away. The answer is uranium. Question number 2. In 1996, a brave mother cat earned worldwide fame by running into a burning building 5 times to rescue her kittens. She survived her injuries and lived to be 13. An award for other heroic animals was created in her name, which she shares with what spunky heroine of a famous Civil War novel and movie? Like Miss O'Hara, this cat's name was Scarlet. Question number 3. 52 million light years from Earth, in the constellation Canis Venatici, is the spiral galaxy NGC 4151. First noted in 1787, its resemblance to the all-seeing and malevolent influence of the Dark Lord in The Lord of the Rings inspired later astronomers to give the galaxy what name? Now, NGC 4151 is known as the Eye of Sauron. Question number 4. Rising an imposing 535 feet above sea level, Driscoll Mountain, the highest natural summit in its state, is marked with a cairn of stones left by those who have dared to climb it. Driscoll Mountain is in what state whose average elevation is 100 feet and inhabited parts of which are actually below sea level? That low state is Louisiana. Question number 5. Like the Titanic, R101 was British, luxurious, carried many distinguished passengers, and began only one overseas voyage before meeting a disastrous end. In 1930, a storm caused the craft to nosedive, crash and burn, and of 54 on board, only 6 survived. What kind of vessel was R101? The answer is a zeppelin, or an airship. Question number 6. Henry VIII broke from the Catholic Church so he could divorce Catherine of Aragon and marry Anne Boleyn, whom he had beheaded 1,000 days later so he could marry Jane Seymour. Before he married Anne, he had an affair with her sister, who bore him 2 children. What was the sister's name? The answer is Mary. Question number 7. Rudyard Kipling's Law of the Jungle instructs, wash daily from nose tip to tail tip. And the first law of robotics states, a robot may not injure a human being. What author wrote The 3 Laws of Robotics? Kipling wrote The Law of the Jungle. Who wrote The 3 Laws of Robotics? The answer is Isaac Asimov. Question number 8. In 1986, Lake Nyos in Cameroon underwent a rare natural disaster in which a gas dissolved in the deep waters suddenly erupted, releasing a cloud that suffocated 1,746 people, mostly rural villagers, and 3,500 livestock. The cloud rose at over 60 miles per hour and rushed down the valleys. What was this gas? The answer is CO2, or carbon dioxide. Question number 9. This man would gain control of the Eastern Roman Empire following his victory over Licinius at the Battle of Adrianople. What is the name of this first Christian emperor who issued the Edict of Milan, which established religious toleration throughout the Roman Empire? The answer is Constantine the Great. Question number 10. The catchy may be the reason black cats are associated with Halloween, since it is said to be a huge black cat and is most likely to appear around Samhain. Folks who put out a dish of milk that night will be blessed, but those who don't will be cursed. From what country is this fairy feline? The answer is Scotland. Question number 11. Having delivered the world's first atomic bombs to Tinian Island, the ship began its return voyage but was torpedoed by the Japanese and sank in just 12 minutes. The 890 crewmen who did not go down with what unlucky ship were stranded on the open ocean and attacked by sharks until only 316 survived. I believe they were out there for 4 days in the ocean. That was the USS Indianapolis. Question 12. Simo Hayek is believed to have killed over 500 enemy soldiers as a sniper during the 1939 and 1940 Winter War with the USSR, making him the deadliest sniper of all time. He was wounded and disfigured by an exploding bullet just before peace was declared. From what country was this magic sniper? He was Finnish, from Finland. Question 13. In 1971, Don McLean released a song about the tormented genius and tragic death of painter Vincent van Gogh. The song is actually titled Vincent, but often referred to by its first 3 words, which refer to one of the artist's most famous works. What is the familiar unofficial name of this song? The answer is Starry, Starry Night. Question 14. The Dragoon Mountains were an Apache stronghold until 1886. In 1877, prospector Ed Schieffelin headed toward them from Camp Huachuca, where the soldiers warned him that the only thing he'd find there was his own tombstone. He struck silver and named his mine Tombstone. In what state was this? The answer is Arizona. Question 15. Events that result in the theft or accidental launching, firing, loss, or detonation of nuclear weapons, but somehow do not risk starting a nuclear war, happened at least 32 times between 1950 and 2000, not counting the 1996 John Travolta Christian Slater movie. What are such events known as? What's the code name for one of those events? And the name of the movie. The answer is Broken Arrow. Question number 16. The fairies of Celtic folklore fear one element above all else. Only weapons made of this can harm them, and people riding a shod horse can avoid being taken by the dread beings. A horseshoe, also made of this, nailed over the door, shields the house from evil influences and bad luck. What is this element? The answer is iron. Question 17. Born Arjumand Banu Begum in 1593, she became the imperial consort of the Emperor Shah Jahan. When she died in 1631, her grieving husband decided to make her final resting place a paradise and commissioned what jeweled white marble mausoleum to house both her and his own tombs? This marble paradise is the Taj Mahal. Question number 18. Pompeii is home to a famous mosaic at the entrance to the house of the tragic poet. It depicts a growling animal warning away intruders and the words Cave Canem. Although more durable and beautiful than a modern cautionary sign, what same words appear on many a sign in many a language? Basically, translate Cave Canem. Roughly, it is beware of the dog. Question 19. Before the 2003 Colima quake in Mexico and the 2023 quake in Turkey, and others throughout history, luminous aerial phenomena were seen as though the Earth was warning of danger. Theories as to the cause of what include the ionization of oxygen and the local disruption of the magnetic field. What are these phenomena known as? I'd never heard of them, so I had to look it up. Earthquake lights are a real thing, and it's pretty interesting. And question 20, Billy Joel's 1977 song, Only the Good Die Young, about a boy trying to seduce a chaste Catholic girl, was preceded by more serious references to the early death of the virtuous. Isaiah 57:1 laments, the righteous perish, and an influential romantic poet sighed, the good die first. Who was this poet? This romantic poet was William Wordsworth. All right, that is it for today. Thank you for watching today's episode of ROADTRIpVIA. Thank you again to Trish and Tom and everybody else who submitted quizzes over the last week so we could keep the channel going while I was out of town. I really appreciate it. We've got some good news for all viewers of the channel coming up this weekend. You're going to want to stick around until Sunday night. I think Sunday night's when we'll make the announcement. Should be a lot of cool things going on in the next few months of ROADTRIpVIA. Subscribe if you're not already. Join us on Sunday night and every day. Until then, here's question 21. In 1992, Pepsi Philippines ran a promotion in which certain numbered bottle caps can be redeemed for up to 1 million pesos. Thousands of customers came to claim their prizes only to be told that their caps had the winning number but no security code. Protests and riots broke out and at least 5 people were killed over bottle caps with what number? The only hint I'll give you is it's a 3-digit number. The number of the winning bottle cap, the number that was underneath the winning bottle cap, was 349. Whichever player got closest to that number is going to win the point. If it was a tie, then they just won the whole game. Congratulations. See you back here tomorrow for another 21-question random knowledge trivia quiz.